Well, hi Capricorns, welcome to Universal Guidance. It's time for your July reading. So, I've shuffled these cards very well. I'm going to shuffle them a few more times. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be in the middle of the first part of the reading. Do another shuffle here. Okay. For Capricorns, what can you expect? All right, Capricorns, the overall energy of your reading is the Five of Swords. So you're looking back at somebody you've let go, or they've let you go, one of the two. You have swords of truth and clarity. There's still some truth and clarity you have not received from this, but you can't take your mind off of them. Look at that. You keep looking back, looking back. In your highest energy, there's the Eight of Cups, the walking away. I feel like you're the one that walked away. It could be the other way around. But these are the two highest energy cards in the deck. So they may have walked away because here you're looking at their backside. And here we're also looking at the backside. So they might have been the ones. But regardless, you're not together anymore. And you keep looking back at them. So they left your life. They were a soulmate. You might have known them since childhood. This is the Six of Cups. You've definitely known them in other lifetimes. So this is a soulmate card. There's a lot of cups there that were walked away from. And then we have the Knight of Swords in your highest energy. This is why I kind of feel like you might have been the one that walked away. But so this is like cutting out, rushing forward with that sword of truth and clarity. So it might be that you're going to rush towards this, even though you keep looking back at them. You might be rushing back towards this soulmate because there is some closure. Remember, there's swords here on the ground still. There's some truth and clarity that you need to seek. It might be closure, but you need to seek it, and you're rushing towards this soulmate here. It looks like in order to do that. At first, I thought you were cutting out this relationship, but now I think that you need something more from it. And I think it might be closure or clarity or truth, something like that. Swords of conversation. So, under this walking away, the Eight of Cups is the Knight of Pentacles. This is a case in a lot of readings and a lot of lives, actually. The Knight of Pentacles, this is like the slowest moving energy in the deck. The horse looks like it's standing still. It's holding a pentacle. And that pentacles is for groundedness, security, and stability. Well, if that horse does not move, or it doesn't seem like it's moving to like the next step in the relationship, a lot of times relationships will fall apart. So I feel like that is the case in this situation. So here you are looking back. You're like, they never came in with that pentacle. Where was that pentacle? It's way off in the distance. It may not even, there may not even be a hint of it being anywhere near. So the relationship didn't work out. And on the other side here of the Five of Swords is the Four of Wands. Now, remember they're a soulmate? Well, they're a divine soulmate. You have known each other, like I said, in other lifetimes. But look at the 1111. You've probably known each other in more than one lifetime. You have a very, very strong connection with the 1111 being here. This is union between two people. This is a lot of joy and happiness. This is how it was when you were together. But it's like this one part of the relationship was not coming forward. Matter of fact, If they walked away, they probably walked away because they didn't want to. They were afraid, or whatever the reason was. They didn't want to get into a commitment here, or stay in a commitment, or something like that. But you can't stop looking back at them. It's because of this strong connection. We got, we got the Knight of Pentacles on one side of the overall energy. We got the Six of Cups right on top, and the Four of Wands right on the other side. So those, they're all connected to this Five of Swords, looking back at them, not having all your truth and clarity. You have some, but not enough. And you can't take your mind off of them because of this special connection. Under the Knight of Pentacles is the Five of Cups. Yeah, you're disappointed. You are in despair over this pentacle not coming forward. You're looking at the spilled cups of love, the walking away. But I call this the card of hope because there's two full cups behind this figure. And all you have to do is turn around and see the hope here. And I think that's kind of what you're going to do with this Knight of Swords. I think you're going to speak up. I have the Page of Wands right under the Five of Swords and next to the Five of Cups. Right on the back side of looking at the hope. I think you're going to actually, because see, the Page of Wands is holding on to a staff of fresh starts and new beginnings. I think you're going to reach out to them. And you're going to, ask what questions are on your mind. And you're going to speak your mind. You're going to have a conversation here. And I think you are hoping with a reunion of sorts, or it's just for closure so that you can move forward. This Page of Wands here is right next to Temperance. This is the card for Sagittarius. So Sagittarius might be strong in your chart or around this reading. Guardian angels and spirit guides, there they are. They're all around you, and they're mixing those cups, the potion here, back and forth, back and forth. They're trying to get you regrounded. You have one foot in the water and one on the land. So it's like you still have all this emotion for this person, and you have one foot that is very grounded here. You're off balance. So Temperance is trying to bring you into balance. But look where Temperance is. Temperance is right below that special connection and right next to the Page of Wands, so it feels like you do need to come forward to get your balance back in life, whether it's with or without them. I'm going to take out more cards. How can somebody, I feel like this is one of the questions, is how can somebody just throw away a special connection like that? How can somebody just walk away from that? And I think that might be one of your questions. Let me take out the second half of this reading. Ooh, you've been in a spiritual lesson. They are difficult. Okay, so I have the Judgment here. This is that you have been in the middle of a spiritual lesson. Wow. The guardian angels and spirit guides, this is what it's all about. So that's why everything happened. There's a lesson to be learned from this. Blowing their horn down on you, trying to awaken you to something that you need to learn. It's right next to the Page of Cups. Now the Page of Cups, and I think also part of this coming forward with that sword of truth and clarity, the Knight of Swords, the way you rush in, and it's like, and down here you're speaking out to your soulmate. You really need, something's left undone. You need to get your clarity on. The Page of Cups, well, that's an apology. It can be an apology. It's not really that heartfelt, but it is. It's something. If this is the love that you were receiving, it had a fish in it, and so there was something else in that cup besides flowers that made this relationship kind of tainted. Maybe something that you're going to find out. because this is right above the moon. I think this is something that might come to light, that there was something going on that you didn't know about. So, next to the Page of Cups, and also, you know, this can represent Pisces with the fish being in that cup, so Pisces might be strong in your chart or around this reading. And this Page of Cups is right next to the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups, wow, that, you know, you still have a lot of love for this person. Yes, and, you know, I really feel like you're just unclear about what went down here. You know it has to do with the Pentacle, but, you know, you still have a lot of love for this person. And I think that's why you're going to come in and speak out, because you don't want to throw this away. That's what it looks like. You don't, it's like, why take this beautiful connection and just toss it away? Excuse me. Under the Judgment card, I have the Nine of Swords. Yeah, you're up in your head. Oh my gosh, it's like all this time that you spend alone now, all these thoughts of truth, clarity. I mean, they go through your mind. It's like torturous. So you're up in your head, and it's about this connection here. You may have thought that the two of you would end up getting married someday, or are married. But, you know, you're having a hard time dealing with this. And like I said, spiritual lessons, they are hard lessons to learn. And that's what's going on. So if you look at it that way, that might give you a little bit of truth and clarity. The moon is right next to the Nine of Swords. And it's also under the Page of Cups. Remember I said that could be Pisces? Well, the moon is the card for Pisces. The moon is about things being exposed. It's about night turning to day, things coming to light. It can be about dreams too. But I feel like some truths and some clarities will be coming to light. And I think it's because you're going to come and speak up, and you're going to get your truth, and you're going to get your clarity. And this is why I said I think you're going to find out that they were unable to exchange this huge cup of love. There was something going on here. Something maybe that was in front of your eyes that you didn't see. You never really checked out their cup that well of love. There was a fish in it, and but this is going to be talked about, it looks like, and it's part of your spiritual lesson. The Page of Swords is next to the moon and under the Ace of Cups. So you are on guard. So you're coming forward. You have your guard up. You have a sword up of truth and clarity. You're not swinging it, though, you know, but you are on guard. And because, you know, you don't want to get hurt. You've been hurt. You've been up in your head about this whole thing. You still love this person. I don't know that you're going to tell them that. I think you just more want to talk to them. You're a little on guard about what they might say if you approach them too. What is it that might surprise you here? Because I feel like there is something that they were holding from you that you didn't know. And I really cannot see what it is. I have the Nine of Wands under the Nine of Swords. Boy, you feel worn out. That, you know, I think you get to this point before you actually come and speak up. You're worn out. You're holding that staff of fresh starts and new beginnings here too, on the other side of Temperance, trying to get you balanced. But you've just been drugged to the mud. You know, you feel like you just, your energy is drained from this walking away, from this beautiful connection, I should call it. So what happened here? And I don't really think you have all your answers at this point when I'm reading this reading. And next to the Nine of Wands, feeling all worn out from all this, is the Two of Cups. So this is friends, like best friends with love. Another soulmate card, can you believe it? Actually, I have another one coming up too. This is a very, very, very strong connection with this soulmate. So, the Two of Cups under the Moon card. Is this what's going to be revealed? That they really do have a cup of love for you? Even though they weren't acting like it? And there was something in it. Something was holding them back? Well, the fish isn't in their cup now. Huh. The fish is gone. This Two of Cups that's going to be exposed, you know, how they feel about you. And you're going to expose, you know, this connection, this friendship, this love, you know. It's right next to the Lover's card. Look at that. Under the Page of Swords. Wow. Yeah, this is why you cannot help yourself, it looks like, from coming forward and asking the questions for closure or to rekindle this relationship. The Lovers is a card for Gemini. Gemini might be strong in your chart or strong around this reading. But more importantly, it is another divine soulmate relationship card. You've been lovers in another life, at least one other life. This is that special connection that you feel. There's your guardian angels and spirit guides. And I feel like they are trying to get you back together here, working really, really hard. So I don't know what went down. And I don't think you really totally understand it yet, but you will. Because you're going to seek those answers and you're going to get them. I have the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups is between the Knight of Swords and the Judgment card. This is, it's an offer. It's like an apology. It's sort of like the Page of Cups. I mean, it's a small cup of love, like. It sits right here, and you're wondering why they would not accept your cup of love, because you have a huge cup of love. And that is part of your judgment here. And I'm trying to figure out what exactly is the bottom line of your judgment. It has to do with, I think you're part of their spiritual lesson. I feel like you're trying to teach them how to, and you don't even know it. I think you are going to be teaching them how to recognize love and how to appreciate it. Because I feel like they've kind of taken it for granted that they, you know, their arms are crossed. It's like they won't accept love. And if they don't accept it, you can't have a relationship, even though you have a huge cup that you want to offer. So I feel like you're part of theirs. I thought it was your spiritual lesson, but I think you're part of theirs. Wow. Okay, Capricorn, so good luck on this one. And I'm telling you, this connection is powerful, powerful, powerful. And I don't blame you for wanting answers on this. So Capricorn, that was your reading. Thank you for watching Universal Guidance.